Hello, I'm Jonathan Sutera, your Director of Instruction here at Bonita Bay, and I'm here with Matt Larson, and he's one of our great club fitters here at Bonita Bay. And tell me a little bit about what you do, Matt, and some of the things you want our members to know about you here as well.
Well, Jonathan, as you mentioned, I'm one of the club fitters here, and I do a lot of the club repair too. So that's everything from re-gripping to rebuilding sets or building new sets. One of the things that we want to do here at Bonita Bay is be a one-stop shop, if that's what the members are looking for, and I help make that possible on the equipment side of things.
Cool. All right. So I know Jordan's here as well, and he oversees a lot, but also Matt is here as well. And it's a huge place. We've got a lot going on, and there's a lot of needs with your equipment with regards to what you need as far as having the right clubs for the right situations. Today, we're in a situation where they're calling for some tornadoes a little bit later. So, of course, we're here at a perfect time. We'll let you know if we see any tornadoes fly by. If the stand starts to get a little wobbly, you'll know why. And if we take a run for it, you'll also know why. Sorry, I can't lose my corniness. I apologize. But one of the things that we wanted to talk about is how equipment can also affect how the trajectory of the ball flight works. And, sometimes we have this strong winds and our ball just gets way up into the air and gets into the wind, and we can't really control that as well as we want to. So there are some things that I can give you as well as far as technique that I think really makes a big difference. One of the obvious things I like to do with regards to hitting shots under the wind, through the wind, so the wind doesn't affect it quite as much is, a lot of times people will say, put the ball back in your stance and lean forward and kind of hit a little low line drive. That's great and all. But I think one of the obvious things I want you to do is, number one, when you're hitting into a really strong wind, I want you to just take the obvious choice. Take more club, and instead of, the mindset that they often throw at you is, when it's breezy, swing easy. I'm not a big fan of that personally. I'm a fan of changing that to, when it's breezy, swing normal. So if I can take extra club that I know in my mind I would probably hit over the green in normal situations and just take a normal swing, it's amazing how my spin doesn't generate as much and it doesn't get up in the air quite as much. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take, for a good solid 135-yard shot that we have right here, I'm going to go ahead and take my 155, 160 club, and I'm just going to take a normal swing. So instead of bumping that ball back in the stance, I've got that big tough wind. I need to cover the lake and get over the water. So I've got to make sure I swing extra hard. Nah, I'm going to take more club and just take a normal swing. I don't have to add a lot of speed. I just take a normal swing, and that ball flight doesn't get gobbled up as much. So that's one of the things that I would do. So Matt, I want you to talk to me a little bit about ball flight and how that trajectory can be influenced with regards to the club fittings and different equipment issues.
So especially when it's breezy out here, a lot of people play hybrids. Hybrids are designed to get up in the air more. You're going to tend to hit them higher, get a little bit of stopping power that way. When you're in a windy condition, the wind is going to affect that hybrid more. So rather than trying to manipulate the hybrid, you're just going to need to take more club and accept that, you're going to lose a little more because you're hitting the ball higher. You're not hitting a bad shot and it's not unplayable. You just have to adjust to the conditions. If the hybrids fit correct for you, the wind can't change that. The wind just changes how it performs, but you've still got the right club in your hand.
Yeah, I like that. So sometimes I know equipment can make a difference with regards to the style of the head. If there's a lot more weight down low, sometimes that can help get that ball spinning and getting the ball up a little bit. So if somebody may be in the wrong fitting, they might have a head that's designed to shoot the ball up, but they already typically with their swing and their technique hit the ball high enough already. Now they have a club also that's designed. What does that have to do with it in your mind? What do you think we could tell our members about that?
Well, if you're already a high ball hitter and you've got the equipment that's helping you hit the ball even higher, you're going to be losing out on a lot of things. You're going to be losing out on distance. Who doesn't want a little bit more distance? Potentially losing out on control. Especially with irons, we want you to have enough spin to hold greens, but if you get too much spin, suddenly your misses are getting wider instead of tighter. And that's what we want. We want everything to be tighter, and if we can find you some extra distance doing that, who doesn't like that?
Yeah. And Matt, I think our courses here at Bonita Bay, we have no trouble on the left or the right of the fairways. It's, wide open. There's never any lakes with alligators crawling around. And no, it's important when we can get that ball to go straighter and hold its line a lot better. So that's a big part of how we can score great on the golf course. So here's what I'm suggesting. If you all are questioning whether some of the equipment that you have might be designed to get the ball higher than you might want it to be, I want you to call Matt and give him a call and see what he can do to help you put the right equipment in your hands so that you get the most for what your capabilities and your abilities are. So that's what I think would be great. I know Matt has a schedule book for us. If you want to call the golf shop, they have access to his calendar as well, and he can set up that time to meet with you and really get you to be sure that you have the right equipment for the right situation. So, but those are some of the things that I think we can suggest, especially in these really tough, windy days. But whatever we can do to help you enjoy yourself, have a lot more fun on the golf course, that's what we're here for. Mr. Matt, thanks, my man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate it. I know our members
Anytime.
are going to benefit from what you can do for them, and we'll make sure you have access to Matt Larson as well. So have a great day. We look forward to seeing you all soon.
Thank you.